Okay, today is Monday, April 3rd. I didn't post a video last week, but today's Monday, so it's basically like I am. We got a lot of stuff going on. We have no money, but that's all right. Who even needs money? We got a lot of interesting stuff going on, and as I've said before, we have a remarkable ability to pull shit out of our asses, our team, and we just never seem to be able to die. We have no money, so we're on the brink of death, but we got a lot of interesting stuff going on. And I'm optimistic about our prospects. So today I'm going to go over what the interesting stuff is in a little bit more detail. I think I've touched on all of it in previous videos. But I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about the timelines and strategy for the things. So start with the easy stuff. So we'll start with the other revenue generating project where it's kind of like Kickstarter for apps. Talked about that in the last video. We're working on that. That should be live in the next 7 to 10 days. Yeah, 7 to 10 days. And then we'll see how that goes. We just took one guy off the core project, and we got him building it. And the rest of the guys are working on Electric, the live video app. And it's all good. We think that should be pretty solid. And no real other developments there. Talking to a few other people about it, and it's pretty. I think it's a great idea. There's some challenges to it, obviously, but it's a good idea. So we'll see how it goes. But we're grinding away, and that should be live relatively soon. I still don't have enough apps to launch with. I have a few that I've made. I think there's 4, maybe 5 of different mock-ups I have because that'll be the whole idea of the website, where there's basically just mock-ups of apps and be like, oh, this is the idea behind this app and this is what it would do, and then there's some visuals, and that's how people would know whether or not they'd be interested in supporting an app like that. And so because there's no other, there's not an ecosystem around it to launch, I'm going to be the only person submitting app ideas. And I'm one person, and it's tough to come up with a lot of high quality app ideas. It's really easy to pump out a bunch of shitty ones, but they should probably be decent. So that's going. Now that stuff's just kind of it's a little less exciting, but I still think it's a great idea, and it's a great opportunity and some product that that's really needed. But I'm really excited about Electric. Electric is something I'm very, 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 very keen on. I'm really, really excited for it. And here's what's going on. Again, this live video random chat market, it's pretty real. There's a lot of people doing this. And then when I say a lot, there's 4 or 5 apps that are relatively large that are doing this. And obviously you have the legacy web products, websites that did this as well. Most notably Chat Roulette and Omegle, where they're real products and people use them. Now the real question is, how to make a business around it. Those companies seems to struggle a little bit with it, but one step at a time. In the app world, there's only 4 or 5 other people doing it. The biggest is Monkey. They're relatively new. I know the founder, and I chat with him quite a bit. He doesn't know that I'm doing Electric. Like I said, don't feel the greatest about that. But let me go into my strategy and how I think we're going to differentiate ourselves from Monkey. Because that's really the name of the game. They're the 5th ranked social media app in the US right now, so it's pretty big. They're only behind Facebook, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Pinterest. Those are the only 4 other social media apps ahead of them. And Monkey. So really, really big. They're doing really well. And so here's our strategy of, I don't want to say beat Monkey, because, I like the guy. And I think we've got different visions for the products. We're just starting off at a similar point. But here's how we're going to differentiate ourselves from Monkey. What we're not going to do is we're not going to differentiate through pixels and the appearance of the product and the functionality of the product. I think their design is pretty solid and simple, and there's no need to complicate it. It works. Just randomly connect you to someone else. It's a very solid idea, and we're going to do more or less just that. And we're making some small changes, and small changes can sometimes be big changes because they can, they can really change how people use the product if they're just little tiny adjustments. And we have our unique flair, and most notably, our big differentiator from Monkey is actually going to be the connection and how people connect to users. In Monkey, there is a connect page where you have the option as the user to connect with the person or skip the person, and it has to be obviously accepted from both parties. So if both people see that, and they give you a little bit of information on the user. So it's like for me, it'd be there's a 22-year-old guy from Canada that wants to chat, accept or skip, and both people would have to press accept, and then you go into the chat. And we're not going to do that. Our focus is really going to be on speed, and we're not going to give you any information on the person at all, and we're just going to go boom, 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 connect you to chats as fast as we possibly can. And that's going to be our approach. And the issue with that is, the issue historically with that has been the dick issue. Is if you're just going from slide to slide to slide, or like person to person to person, it's very easy for some weirdo to have their dick out. It's true. And then, this is what happened on chat roulette. It'll just be like some weirdo, and you're like, dick, and then you just press next. And then there's no consequences for the person with their dick out, and you're just a little weirded out, and what you're really doing is trying to find someone interesting. So that is the problem with that style of just going next, next, next in rapid succession. But we think we can solve that. And the way we can solve that is through really, really good reporting tools. And mobile is not the web. They're different. On mobile, it's much easier to link identity with people. On the web, it's a little bit more challenging. But on mobile, their ID, their UID, unique device number, whatever the hell it is. And if you ban somebody, it's really hard for them to get unbanned. They're gonna have to do some a lot of work, whether it's reinstalling the app or going on a different device. It's not simple. On the web, it's just really, really simple. If they ban you, just open a private tab or whatever on your web browser, and then, make a new account. It's not that hard. It's much easier on the web to not be banned. Mobile is harder. So that is straight up our approach. Is we want to have very, very good banning tools, and obviously we don't want to ban everyone forever. You got to take your dick out. We're not going to ban you for life if it's your first time doing that. I'm like, dude, you're a little weird. Don't do that. We're not about that. So what we're going to do, you did that. You can't use the app for an hour. This is the first time we saw you do this. You're locked out for an hour. Come back later. Put some pants on. We'll talk later. Okay? That's how we're kind of thinking. But if you do it again and again, it's like, whoa, this seems to be a habit, pal. You can't use that for a day. All right? One whole day. And it keeps going 3 days. And if he does it again, we'll be like, all right, champ. We give you enough chances. You clearly are weird. We don't want weird people in the app. And just ban the person for life. And boom, done. And hopefully that'll solve the dick problem. So it'll just really encourage, I don't want to say good behavior. It'll just encourage people to have their pants on. So really what it'll encourage. That's all we want. So that is how we're going to solve that problem. And that will allow for this other feature to work relatively well, I suspect. The fast connections. Okay? Now, that is how we're different from Monkey from a feature standpoint. Everything else is going to be very, very similar. That being said, I do not think our apps are going to be similar from a user experience standpoint. Now, let me unpack that. So if you're Monkey, there's a very particular demographic that uses the app. And, it just is what it is. So What our plan is to target a different demographic. That's it. And because if you think about it, this app is what makes the whole app is who you're connected to. The features really don't matter. What matters is the other person on the other end of the conversation. If you can have a good conversation with that person that you like, then we've succeeded. So the most important thing to the user experience is the person that you match with. So we're just going to target a different subset of people. And through that, we think that we'll provide a different user experience because there's going to be different types of people using the app. And that's going to be our strategy. And this is where I get really, really excited. This is going to be our whole strategy here. This demographic is not really, I'm not seeing too much on Monkey, but I think they'd like this. They'd really enjoy this type of app. And I'm really going after like the college, university age people, 18, 22, maybe even older, 18 to like 29, people that are just want to have fun. And our whole motto, and what we're going to make a whole marketing campaign around, is two things. Well, it's what I'm just saying is like hashtag drinks not dicks. That is our whole marketing campaign. Drinks not dicks. So what do I mean by that? So this app the whole idea of this app is really, really good and it's fun. But there's two issues. The issue number one is it's kind of weird just to talk to a random person. It just is. And that's what, if you think about it, that's what bars are. You go to a bar and talk to random people. However, if you go to a bar sober, it's a little bit weird. If you just start, chatting up random people, of course you can do it. And, people do it every day. But there's a reason why they serve drinks and people go to bars, drunk, It just makes it a little easier, a little bit more fun. And essentially that's what we're doing here is we're just connecting random people together. So it's a good idea. It'll make the app a little better if you've had a drink or two. So we're not going to be shy about advertising that. It's like, hey, you're going to get more out of this app if you've had a few drinks. And just straight up. It's a little bit edgy. It's a little bit interesting. I think there's a really great PR angle of that. But furthermore, it's true. It just is that you'll have more fun using this app if you got a little buzz going on. So that is problem one. Is it's a little weird, and solution is be a little drunk. Problem solved. The other problem is what I just talked about, the dicks. And you don't want to go on this app and see dicks. I don't care who you are. No one wants to go see some random dude's dick. No. So the way we solve that is what I was just describing. Is we got these really great reporting tools that is going to prevent dicks from being on the app, like actual dicks. People that are just jerks or assholes. I mean, those are okay. Everyone can be a jerk and asshole sometimes. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual dicks. We don't want dicks in the app. And we think we've solved that through the reporting tools. And so that's what we're going to make our whole marketing campaign about, is drinks, not dicks. Have a drink, don't have your dick out. That's what the app's all about. And I think if we do those two things, it's going to be really, really funny, just a marketing campaign. And there's a really great PR angle there. And that's going to be our whole launch strategy, is just like go after the college, university age demographic and just be like, hey, drinks, not dicks. This is a really fun app. Have a few drinks. Everyone knows what Chat Roulette is and Omegle. But the issue with those ones was they were dicks. There were dicks on the app. So we solved that, and we're the new version. And check us out. So that's going to be our whole campaign. I think it's going to have really great potential to go viral. That is our whole launch strategy, is that we're going to, drinks, not dicks, and hopefully a lot of PR. And we'll go from there. But I definitely think we have the opportunity to go get really, really big really quickly. So we'll see. As for the timeline, just talking to the guys, we're hoping we'd have the app done by tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. Of course, a little optimistic. It's more looking like it'll be closer to the end of the week, which is okay. We want to get it right. We have a little bit of time, so we'll just get it right. And that's where we're at. My hair is a little messed up this video. It's all good. And yeah, we're working on one other random PR thing that may or may not work that I'll I'll tell you if it does work next video. If it doesn't work, I'll pretend I never said that. But yeah, that's it. That's where we're at, and it should be an exciting next little while. So I'll keep you updated. Talk to you internet people later.